We were told as kids to stay away from that hospital. Now I know the horrifying reason why. In a small town in the boot of Louisiana, there's an old abandoned hospital at the edge of the bayou that has always fascinated me and my friends. Growing up, we'd often hear stories about the eerie lights that flickered in the windows at night and the strange noises that echoed through the empty halls. The older kids would tell us about the ghostly figures they'd seen and the unexplained occurrences they'd experienced. Naturally, our curiosity grew over the years. One humid summer evening, after a particularly uneventful day, we gathered at my friend Jake's house. We were bored and looking for something exciting to do. The conversation inevitably turned to the old hospital. We had talked about exploring it before, but we never had the nerve to go through with it. Tonight felt different, though. Maybe it was the oppressive heat or the thrill of the unknown. But we finally decided to take the plunge. We spent the next hour gathering supplies, flashlights, extra batteries, and a couple of old walkie-talkies Jake's dad had lying around. We even packed some snacks, just in case we ended up staying longer than planned. As we prepared, the excitement and nervous energy among us grew. By the time we were ready to leave, it was already dusk. The walk to the hospital was a mix of nervous laughter and whispered speculations about what we might find. The path took us through thick woods and overgrown trails, the sounds of the bayou creating an eerie soundtrack to our journey. As we approached the hospital, the sight of the crumbling building standing against the twilight sky sent shivers down my spine. The entrance was blocked by a rusty chain-link fence, but we found a section that had been cut open, probably by previous explorers. We squeezed through and stood at the entrance, our flashlights casting long shadows on the cracked pavement. Taking a deep breath, we pushed open the heavy wooden door and stepped inside. The air was thick with the smell of mildew and decay, and the temperature dropped noticeably. The flashlight beams revealed peeling paint, broken furniture, and medical equipment scattered across the floor. We wandered through the dark corridors, the sounds of our footsteps seemed to be absorbed by the oppressive silence. Suddenly, we heard a faint, rhythmic tapping coming from the floor above. Our curiosity piqued. We cautiously climbed the creaking stairs. The tapping grew louder, more insistent, as if something was trying to communicate with us. We followed the sound to a room at the end of the hall, its door slightly ajar.